Hi guys, this is Erica Siciliano, your CEO and founder of the Infinite Dynasty Team Beachbody Coach. So welcome to another day of new coach training. So today's topic, I really wanted to stop in and give you guys just a little bit of confidence because the number one thing I always hear back from coaches after they go through this day of training is how overwhelming social media is. So social media is our topic of conversation for today, but it's something that I can truly and honestly tell you that will help you grow your business. If it weren't for Facebook and Instagram, I wouldn't be here today. I can honestly tell you that about 98% of my business has been grown on social media. In fact, think about how you met me and how we connected. If it weren't for social media, I'm not sure we would have connected. So I want to go over just a few quick tips on how you can control all of your overwhelming feelings about social media and what I think has been the most helpful to keep me and my business alive in the very busy and noisy social media world. So my very first topic is my very first point is don't feel overwhelmed. That's a feeling that you can control. Take it step by step. Look at what social media site do you feel the most comfortable on? Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Is it Twitter? You have to focus on one social media site when you're starting. I know that there are multiple outlets. There's Tumblr, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. The list really goes on. And I really would even go as far as saying blogging can be a form of social media because all blogs are connected back to social media. So you need to pick on one form of social media to really focus on over the next 30 days. When you're done with this training and you're really comfortable with that social media platform, then it's going to be time to move on to the next one. So, for example, I am super comfortable with Facebook, and about 4 months ago, I started to get into the Instagram world, and now I'm really comfortable on Instagram, and I'm getting into a little bit of the Pinterest world. So, my next thing that I'm going to tell you is there's one key to social media. The key to social media in this business is just about telling your story and sharing your journey. So, anybody can go on social media and post a really awesome ad for Insanity and T25 and maybe even Pio. Anybody can do that. But you need to be different because, like I said, social media is a very loud and noisy world, and there's a lot of people on it. I mean, billions and billions of people on there. So, how are you going to stand out? Well, you're going to stand out by connecting with people, by sharing your journey and your story. So, me, myself, I don't have a big weight loss story. However, I have been going through a lot of health problems that I've been sharing with the world. I've been sharing with that on social media, and it's amazing how many people are now connecting with me, being like, wow, I have those same symptoms. And granted, I'm not a doctor, and I always tell them you need to go to your doctor, but they connect with me and they are able to share their story back with me, and that connects a relationship. And then I tell them how I've gotten through it through exercise and nutrition, and now they're asking me, well, can you help me do that? So it's a really awesome feeling to be able to connect with someone because of your own story. So we talked about your why, we talked about creating your story in your very first day of training. So that story that you're going through is what you're going to share on social media. Now, I kind of said anybody can go on and share an ad about Insanity or T25, and here's why I'm saying that. The number one thing you do not want to do on social media is puke Beachbody, puke Insanity, T25 this, Shakeology that, fitness this, health that. Your life is not just about Beachbody, and everybody knows that. You have multiple aspects of your life, and that's what people want to know. They want to know that you're a normal person. You don't work out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you don't eat perfect all the time. They want to know how you are being successful with your health and fitness journey through everything that you go through. So, like if you are focused on maybe a bodybuilding show, you're doing bodybuilding. You might want to tell your story about how you are, preparing for this show when you are working full time, you have kids at home, you, are a Beachbody coach on top of that. You have all these things going on. So people want to know your story. One of the main things that I always see people do when they first become a coach is just talk about Beachbody products. And while I love Beachbody products and I will defend them to the grave because I know that they work, you don't always want to be talking about them. And if you do talk about them, you want to do it in a very nonchalant way so that it's not in your face. For example, if you really want to tell people about Shakeology, what you shouldn't do is post a picture of Shakeology or a picture of your bag of Shakeology and say, I love Shakeology. What you should do is post a picture of you after your workout drinking your Shakeology and talk about how awesome it makes you feel. Or maybe post a picture of yourself a week after you started drinking Shakeology and it says, wow, I cannot believe how much energy I've gained after drinking Shakeology just for a week. I love this stuff. Something like that. So my point is that you don't want to be another infomercial. Beachbody spends hundreds and thousands of dollars on marketing every single year for us. So people really know the name of Beachbody and T25 Insanity and Shakeology. They understand the name of it, but they want to know how it has helped you. What's amazing about this company is that they put all this marketing and stuff out there for us, and they make our job really easy. People want to connect with us. They don't want to connect with the infomercials. In fact, they can't connect with the infomercials. They don't know those people. But if they're friends with you on Facebook, they for some reason know you. And so they want to connect with you. So that's why it is really important that you tell your story of how Beachbody products are working for you, and that's how people are going to connect with you. You want to be real when you're on social media. So like I kind of touched on before, you don't want people to think that all you do is live and breathe Beachbody. So in your training, you're going to notice that we ask that you, or we're telling you that the best thing you can do for yourself and your business is make a variety of different posts every single day. So every day I post one thing that's either a health and fitness tip, one thing that's a motivational tip, and one thing that's just me. People are like, that's so Erica, So maybe it is a funny quote or a funny story or, a question or really just a piece of my own mind. That's kind of the third part. And I always post 3 times a day on all of my social media sites. Now, this is going to get kind of deep, but you don't want to be posting the same thing on each social media site. That is probably one of the biggest mistakes I've made over the past few months. So if you're on Instagram and Facebook, you don't want to just connect all of your pictures from Instagram to go on Facebook. Instead, you actually want to come up with different content for each social media platform. And I'll go into that much, much more in later detail at a different video. But for now, that's just a basic idea that you should be understanding that each different social media platform should have 3 different posts a day that are completely different from each other. My very last tip to you is a very common feeling that people feel. So there are over 190,000 Beachbody coaches in this world, and probably 180,000 of them are on social media. And probably about 100,000 of those give coaches a bad name. They're the Beachbody pukers. They're the people that people get annoyed with. And so sometimes our coaches on our team and some of the coaches who are really trying to make this a career get really frustrated because they're like, people told me that it's annoying to be a Beachbody coach. And you know what? I've heard that 1,000 times. I've seen people roll their eyes at me when I tell them I'm a Beachbody coach, or ask me when I'm going to get a real job because I'm a Beachbody coach. I have heard it all, and you know what I say? Let the haters hate. They're gonna hate on social media. They're gonna, I've had to block people before because they make comments. People block me. I know they do, and that's okay with me. But if your post inspires just one person every time that you post something, every time, just one person, then you've done your job for the day, and you can forget all those other people who have something else to say. So don't get wrapped up in what other people are saying about you. Be confident in what you're doing. Be confident that you're inspiring people, that you're helping people, that you're motivating people. That is my biggest tip for you, is just don't let those people who are trying to bring you down, because what you do need to know deep down in your heart is what you're doing is really important, and what those people are experiencing is jealousy. So those are my tips for you on social media. I hope that you guys are not too overwhelmed on social media and how you can incorporate it into your business, because it's truly a powerful tool. I look forward to doing the rest of this training with you guys.